mess up. And now that I have the equation, I can go ahead and start to move all my variables onto the same side. So I think it will be a little bit easier to move my smaller amount. So I want to isolate my variable all onto there's just a t, all onto the same side. So 3t, take away 3t, because that'll cancel out, leaving me with just 32. Same over here. I'm left with 12. 5t minus 3t is 2t. So now I have a two-step equation. I want to still continue to isolate my variable. So first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this 12. 32 minus 12, I'm left with 20 equals 2t. Divide both sides by 2. 10 equals t. Am I done? No, because not only do I still need to substitute this back, I need to make sure I answer the question. First, I will sub, because there's no point in answering the question if it turns out that I'm wrong. 32 plus 30 is 62. 12 plus 50 equals 62. Okay, so now I need to answer the question. Okay. Write and solve an equation to find the cost of one t-shirt. So, one t-shirt costs $10. That is my answer. Remember, labels on our word problem answers are very important. Alright, I am going to give you one more example. I'd like you to try it on your own, and then you can come back and check in to see how you did. And I'll just show you it. Okay. You can just pause and write this down instead of listening to me read it. You're welcome. Alright. I would like you to do this phones example. Okay, so you can pause it and write down write down the whole problem in your notes. Then go ahead and see if you can write your equation and solve for what it is looking for you to answer. Acme Phone Company charges $21 a month plus 5 cents a minute. Okay, so I'm going to have to pay $21 for the month, and then every minute I use up, I'm going to have to spend 5 cents. Belltone Phone charges $15 a month plus 11 cents a minute. Write and solve an equation to determine how many minutes a month you must use for the costs of using either company to be equal. Okay, so welcome back. Hopefully you have written and solved your equation. So I'm looking to find out after how many minutes these two companies are going to cost the same amount. So here we go. Well, the first company charges me $21 up front and then 5 cents for each minute. Sorry, I should first define that I'm going to use M is going to be number of minutes. If you didn't define your variable, can you go back real quick and do that now? You might have used X or a different letter, that's fine. It's important though that you tell me or someone else what your variable is. And I want to know when it's going to be equal to the other company, which charged $15 initially, and then they are going to make me pay, let's see, 11 cents per minute. Okay, so now I'm going to move all my variables to the same side. We have 0.05 m, take away 0.05 m, cancels out. Do it on this side. Now I need to isolate my variables, so I'm going to move the 15. Last but not least, I'm going to divide by 6/100ths. I know that dividing by 6/100ths is really the same thing. So this is the same as 6/100ths, is really the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal. So m is equal to 100. Alright, I need to answer the question. Determine how many minutes a month you must use for the costs of using either company to be equal. So, answer the question. After 100 minutes, the costs of the two companies is equal. Alright, so now that you've watched the notes and you've written everything down in your notebook, I'd like you to put your Chromebook away, and if you have not yet received the homework from your sub, politely ask for it. It is, again, a double-sided worksheet, pages 12 and 13. You are only completing the evens. If you need additional room, use a separate sheet of paper, okay? But you do need to show your work. So, good luck. Email me if you have any questions, and I will see you tomorrow.